So you were looking for something to listen to, and you ended up here. What's up? My name is Ethan, and I'm the host of the show. Over the past 25 years, I've had a wild group of people walk through my tattoo shop and tell me some of the craziest stories you would never hear unless you were sitting in that chair. I've invited a few of these maniacs to join me and talk about everything, anything, and nothing. Whether it's about UFOs, aliens, food, conspiracies, or whatever, you're sure to be entertained and probably get a laugh out of it. Or you're going to think we're a bunch of nut jobs and never come back again. Either way, you're here with us now, so sit back, relax, hit cruise control, and enjoy the ride. Welcome to the Tat and Chat Podcast. What's going on, man? Josh, I haven't seen you in like 3 years. Risen from the dead. Yep, Josh was sick last time, and we don't have Renee today. Renee is gone.
Dead. Renee died.
She's on vacation somewhere. Sounds like a blast.
Yeah. It sounds like a real blast from police and military.
So what we did is Ethan always does our little Ethan does our cameras. So we set him over here, not on Renee's mic, in Renee's seat on a different mic.
He did slobber all over her mic, and then we made him move it.
Shut your mouth right now. I did not.
And he also did breathe into Josh's lungs.
Right into my mouth.
I can't help breathing.
You assaulted me by breathing into my mouth.
It was a aerial assault. After he ate little pizza rolls.
The pizza does not taste good, secondhand.
You'd think it would, though. You think, if you're sitting here, you're hungry, it's dinner time, we haven't eaten yet, and then someone accidentally breathes pizza breath on you, you'd be like, oh, that'd be good, but it's just not, right?
Yeah, no, it's not.
I'm like
not
a mama bird passing on her food to her young, okay? That makes it better.
Yeah,
I don't know if it makes it better. It makes it worse.
I'm just glad I'm on antibiotics, so I'm good. He can.
So what did you actually have? What did you strep throat or something?
So I had strep throat. Yeah, I woke up Tuesday. It was Monday. I felt like a little like I had an upset stomach, but my throat was fine, and I was like, sometimes you have a little upset stomach. It's all right. I didn't really think.
Well, you can't be up all night, slobbing knobs.
Yeah.
You do that to people. I mean, depending on who you're doing it with, I mean, get a sore throat. I would assume. I don't know, but I'm assuming.
Yeah. But then Tuesday, I had a sore throat, and I was like, man, we got podcast tonight. Like, I don't know about this. So, but just sore throat, right? So I took some NyQuil or Dayquil. Took Dayquil. That didn't really do anything. I was chewing on cough drops. Nothing was working. And as the day progressed, it got worse and worse, and I could barely talk. I'm like, I can't even talk. How am I going to record? So that's when I told you guys. And then I still didn't go in, so it's just a sore throat. And then Wednesday came. It was worse, but I was like, it's just a sore throat. I don't get.
Isn't strep like when you have those little white things on your throat, like little pus pockets or something?
Dude, it was so bad. So I went in Thursday. I went in, and they said I had strep throat. You should have seen how bad it was. This is no joke. The doctor, she goes, open your mouth, say ah. So she looks in my mouth, and as soon as she looks at it, she goes, oh, that's bad. And I was like, is it that bad? And she goes, listen, if you can't breathe tonight, you need to go to the ER. I was like, is it that bad? She's like, your throat's almost swollen shut. It's so bad. So when I got home, I looked at it, and it was all swollen shut. That hanging down thing was hanging down so far, it was touching the bottom of my back of my tongue. Just
swollen from the infection.
Yeah, I guess it was white spots all over it. It looks so bad.
My daughter, she had a winter where she was getting strep throat back to back. She'd get it, we'd give her antibiotics, she'd get better. Then she'd get it again. And I'm like, what the fuck? I think she had 3 or 4 times in a row. And
gotta change your toothbrush.
Come to find out, no, she had a water bottle. We changed toothbrushes, did all the things you're supposed to do. She had a Stanley.
Yeah.
And she's just drinking out of that. I'm like, do you ever wash that? She's like, no. I'm like, that's why you keep getting it. So that's nasty shit, man.
Yeah, I couldn't. So since Thursday, I can't eat anything, any kind of meat or anything, or Well, I haven't tried chips or anything, but anything hard.
But you just
I
can't swallow it.
I can't swallow it. So I've had like soup, cereal, oatmeal, bananas, pudding, fucking
Bananas and pudding. Josh's favorite
a
meal.
lot of fruit. But I'm just hungry all the time because I don't freaking eat anything substantial.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if I've ever had strep throat.
I don't think I ever have. I think this is the first time.
Yeah, it's like weird. But all these viruses are going around right now. They're like getting worse and worse and worse. Like they're fucking like they're getting out of control. Like they're saying that antibiotics don't work on them anymore. Like some sicknesses and stuff. Like because people don't take the antibiotics properly. So we're building like super viruses basically.
Well, the antibiotics are working because I can talk now. My throat doesn't hurt as bad. It's still like I tried to eat a piece of like leftover pork, and I freaking took just a little bite of it and swallowed it. I was like, nope, not ready for that yet.
That's brutal.
Not quite ready for that, but it's so much better.
Do you like cream of wheat?
I'm not sure I've ever had it.
It's you ever had cornmeal? Like
I don't think I've had that either.
well, it's like
If
oatmeal, but cream of wheat's like wheat. It's ground up wheat. It's like a paste.
Yeah,
like,
if it
it's almost
sounds
like porridge.
weird, I probably don't eat
Oh,
it.
it's fucking delicious.
I
Add a
had
little sugar on it.
grits.
It's kind of like grits but thinner.
We had when I was in the Army because I went to basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky. It's just the South, and they served friggin' what did I just say? Grits.
Grits.
They served grits every day for
grits
breakfast.
and butter.
So I was like, oh man, all you hear about is people in the South eating grits. I got to try it. Why? Why do they eat that shit?
I like cream of wheat, but I don't like grits, which they're pretty much the same thing. It's just grits are grittier. It's like thicker, chunkier, almost like tapioca, but smaller.
Yeah. I like
But-
tapioca.
Yeah, but you know what sucks is Renee's gone today. So Renee's in Mexico.
Mexico.
She's in Mexico, and she's on vacation. She's been planning this vacation for months. She's been talking about it. We knew we were going to record, so me and Josh decided we were going to come in today, and I had a special guest, Levi the Amish. Oh, shit, he got cold feet and didn't
Can we
decide not to
say
come
his
in.
name? I don't think you can say his name.
Now we can say it right now. He's not here. Who cares?
You gotta
That's true.
censor it. You gotta censor it. when
I'll
I'll
you
censor it out.
post.
So we got beep,
Evel.
not
We'll
here.
just say it backwards.
He was building a
Evel.
buggy. He said he was sick. I go there and I'm like, hey, you still good for tonight? He's like, I got my ears kind of feel funny. I'm like, I got headphones. Don't worry, you won't have to worry about it. He's like, yeah, I know I'm not feeling so good. I'm like, are you getting cold feet? I said, you chicken shit. I'm like, you can't come down here and film with us. He's like going, oh well. So he probably shouldn't anyway. So I think reality setting in that, oh shit, he's gonna do this thing. But man,
Yep.
I'm the new Levi. now.
Going
So-
to hell.
so we got Ethan here. Instead of yelling across the room at us when we're talking about something, we actually gave him a mic. But I actually have a mute button here, and
Wait, no, please.
I can mute him like I am right now. He's trying to talk, but he cannot talk. I need to stay at home. Man, this kid
This
starts,
way.
Right?
this kid starts running some stuff.
This way, I won't always be like, "Oh yeah, did you hear that thing that I just said? Wasn't that so cool?" I won't have to yell across the room anymore.
You say so much shit, Ethan, that like I think I black out probably 70% of it, and I'm like, it's like he's talking, and he's like, yeah. So anyway, I'm like, I start thinking about stuff. I'm like, did I leave the burner on today?
He'll be 23 in a couple months.
Your son?
Yeah, my
Is that the one? Is that the
23-year-old.
one I met at the game?
No, that's Devin. He's
Devin.
older. He's 27.
Devin.
So Xander, he's the 23-year-old. But when he was probably around 15, he would just talk. So he still does, but he would just talk so much. I remember one time at the dinner table, he just kept talking. And finally, I'm like, Xander, shut the fuck up.
I've been
And
there.
He stopped talking, and I'm like, man, now I feel like shit. Just fucking told him to shut up.
I think recently I told Ethan to shut up. I think I yelled, I'm like, you don't shut the fuck up. You just keep going. I was like, just
man.
that. Do you remember we were in the car driving with your brother?
Maybe, I don't know. I think
We were
so.
arguing about. Oh, we were talking about the movie. We went and saw that movie, Aqualung.
Oh, Iron Lung. Yeah,
Or
Iron
yeah,
Lung.
Iron
Oh,
Lung.
Yeah,
Isaiah wants to watch that. Was it any good?
it's good. It's worth watching.
Yeah.
It's
I liked it.
What's really cool about it is it's an indie film. I mean, this dude he spent $3 million. That sounds like a lot to us, but in the world of Hollywood, that's not a lot. He spent, I believe, $3 million on the whole production and I think marketing as well. So like most movies aren't like that. You got a $20 million movie. It's probably like 50-50. 50% went to making the movie, then 50% went to marketing and producers and all
How
that
many
extra
millions did you spend on Elvis?
stuff. Millions of pennies. I don't even
Millions
think I
of
spent
pennies.
millions of pennies.
How much is a million pennies? Figure that out, Little Lee.
I mean, I can search it up.
Yeah, find out how much that's what we just got to give him tasks so he doesn't talk too much. Okay, find out how many a million pennies adds up to.
Please.
And but the movie, what's cool about was it I say Aqualung, but
Iron Lung.
Iron Lung. I keep thinking of Anchorman. Where he's like Aqualung. Dun, 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 dun. But he's a YouTuber, Markiplier, who always made these little short skits and stuff, and he played video games, and he had a huge fan base, and eventually he must have been making money off YouTube and stuff. Well, he had mentioned making a movie years ago, and he had enough money. I don't know if he had investors or his own money, but he made this movie. So he had so many followers on YouTube that like he could he basically talked to a whole bunch of theaters. I don't know how he did it, how he managed it, but they all agreed to play his movie. So, and that's nationwide, maybe even worldwide. Was it worldwide?
I don't know. I think maybe. I don't know.
So at least national. So he convinced them to play his movie, I think, one night. It was one night only, Friday, the blah, 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 blah. His movie's going to play.
Apparently, it was going to be like in a couple select theaters,
Yeah.
and they changed it, and like it became really big, and everybody's like, "Oh, we got to have this movie," and they like spread it out across a bunch of theaters.
So they spread it out across a bunch of theaters.
There you go. Spit it out.
And but what's cool is they end up doing like a longer run. And so he spent $3 million on everything and using his YouTube channel and just those avenues to advertise it and stuff. And his $3 million movie, I think overall expense, I think made him like $40 million at the end of the day. Ended up being in theaters for a couple weeks. Like this, it's an indie film, and you watch it. I mean, if you're an indie filmmaker like I am, sometimes they're a little slow going, and it is what it is. But the stuff that he got right, he got really right, man. Like it could have been shorter, could have been a short film. It didn't need to be as long as it was, and he was honoring the game and it's based off a video game. But indie film, man, like $3 million made. I mean, he 10 times his or more his profit margin is, and that's
awesome.
That's a massive success in Hollywood. If you can, like, people make double their money all the time in movies, but that's not considered a huge success. I think it's like I think like eight times what you invested that's considered a success.
So, Rocky, the first Rocky movie, Sylvester Stallone. Now I'm gonna get these numbers wrong, so if somebody's listening, don't.
Ethan, do the research.
By the way,
I believe it was $7 million
to
that
make.
Sylvester Stallone invested to make Rocky, and
Yeah,
it
'cause
grossed almost $300 million.
He was the producer. I think he was the writer.
He was the writer. He wasn't the producer until Rocky 2. But Rocky 1, he made it. He wrote the screenplay or whatever, and acted in it. He only made $74,000 on the first one because that's what they paid him to act in it.
But this story, the studios took all that money.
Yeah.
Dude,
and then fought with him. When he made Rocky 2, he told him he wanted $1 million and 5% of the gross. And they fought with him, wouldn't give it to him. You just made $300 million off him, and you won't give him $1 million fucking dollars?
Dude, that is like the industry. The industry is brutal. Like it's that's why I'm constantly trying to pushing all these little projects that I have and that we have. Like, we're doing our indie films and we're doing, I have the recording studio home and I do the music and stuff and I release it myself. Like I could probably find a small label, we could probably do stuff, but what we want to do is we want to try to I want to maintain ownership of my product. Mm-hmm. And so by doing that, it's a slow go. It's a lot harder to build. But you own it. So if all of a sudden 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, you become somebody or something, and people are like, oh, who is this? What do they got? What do they got? You own all those properties as they start to sell or rent or whatever. You know, it might not be in the millions, but if you're selling 1 million copies of something through a company and you're only getting 2%, 5%, and you'll be lucky if you make $100,000 off those millions of dollars, right? You could rent or sell 100,000 times, and you're making 50%. You can make like 5 times the amount of money. It doesn't have as big of a reach, but the payoff's way better, and you own it and stuff. That's kind of what we're trying to do. So that's because you hear those stories all the time. Like that was his story. He wrote that.
Yeah, but it paid off in the long run. Like he did end up getting $1 million and 5% for Rocky 2, and what he made, that one made almost $300 million too. So 5%.
That's what I'm saying. He got $1 million and 5%. So that's what happened with Robert Downey Jr. with the Iron Man franchise. Did you know that he he made the movie, and I think at the time, I think Robert Downey Jr. was he might have been kind of washed up at that point. I can't remember. I think he had really done anything. He had a lot of like.
Well, how dare you washed up?
Well, he had been in trouble. He went to rehab. I think Hollywood had kind of like outcast him, and I think he was just kind of like, whatever, man, And I don't think he was doing a whole lot of shit at that point. But he did Iron Man, and Iron Man wasn't like Batman, or it wasn't like, all these big names, Superman, that's DC obviously, but like there are names that everybody just knows. People didn't really know Iron Man like that.
They do now.
Well, that's the thing. And I think the movie made like $350 million or something crazy like that. And I think he worked it only for a percentage. I think he made like $380 million off the Marvel franchise because of his contract. I could be wrong with the numbers. I don't really know. But Ethan, why don't you look it up? What did Robert Downey Jr. make? What was his percentage, and how much did he make off the Marvel franchises? But he obviously is a major player.
By the way, that money thing, it was $10,000 for the
$10,000.
$10,000. That's about what I spent on Elvis. That's funny. 1 million.
So
pennies.
I read a story. This is quite a while ago, so I don't remember if it was arm or leg. But Robert, there was this kid, young kid, 8, 9 years old, something like that, lost either an arm or a leg, one or the other, and was gonna meet Robert Downey Jr. And he thought that was like a big thing. Like, oh my God, I get to meet him. Just because I had this accident, lost the limb or whatever, I get to meet Robert Downey Jr. He wanted to meet the kid. So he brings him into this room and has a case on the table, opens it up, and it's fucking Iron Man's either arm or leg, whatever it was.
I saw that. That is awesome.
Fit for the kid to wear.
So he actually had a prosthetic leg that was an Iron Man leg?
That was Iron, and gave it to this kid. That's
if you're in his position, you should be doing shit like that.
You should, but you don't hear that. I love stories like that where you hear celebrities that give to people.
There's a lot of celebrities that do that shit. You just don't hear about it because they don't want the fluff. They're not in it for that. And I mean, what would you want to call the newspaper? Hey, I'm going to go to this hospital and do this really cool thing. Why don't you guys come there and just make an article about it? It's fucking cheesy, man.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, just do the cool thing. Did you find out what he made off that movie?
Well, off the franchise or just off Iron Man 1?
Well, what do you have?
Well, off the full franchise, this is the AI overview, so it might be inaccurate. 400 million to over 500 million off of the entirety of Marvel.
Because I'm pretty sure it's
That's
because
what just Robert Downey Jr. made.
Yeah,
just Robert Downey Jr.
And I think for at least the Iron Man part of it, and I think maybe his whole Iron Man contract, because he got a percentage. Because I think when they did the first Iron Man, they didn't really know what it was going to be like. They didn't know if it was going to be a big success. I mean, it's an awesome movie. Do you watch the Marvel stuff or no?
Yeah.
I mean, that first Iron Man was fucking badass.
See, I never used to. When I was a kid, I didn't really care. I always liked Spider-Man, but anything else, well, Superman some, but everything else I didn't really care about. So then growing up, then Batman came out with Jack Nicholson as Joker. That was okay, but I still wasn't.
It was corny. That was campy like the original Adam West Batman.
Yeah, I still wasn't really into it.
We've been watching it lately.
But as my kids started getting into it, I think the first one that I really got into was Transformers. that first Transformer movie, I was like, that was fucking awesome. And then I just got into it and started watching them all with them.
It was good. The Transformers was good. They were good. But as a diehard Transformers like cartoon kid fan, I was bummed, man, because like
Yeah, see, I didn't watch the cartoon.
because the way they looked back then, they had like little sleek square arms and stuff and little pivot points and stuff, almost like your Five Nights at Freddy's like action figures. Like the way they moved. And before they did Transformers the movie, there was a commercial out there, and it looked like one of the Transformers. It was breakdancing, doing something. It was and it looked so. I'm like, oh my god, they could totally make a Transformers movie. And then when they did, I think it was who directed that? Was it?
It was Michael Bay, I think.
Michael Bay. When Michael Bay did it, I think he redesigned all the Transformers to be more alien, so they're all the gears and technological kind of like stuff sticking out. What's up?
There was that one Transformers movie called like Transformers 1 that came out like a few years ago, I think. And like it flopped, but everybody liked it. And like it just kind of sucked that it flopped. But you should watch it. It's like it's an animated movie. So it's like,
everybody liked it, but it flopped.
yeah, that's the
Well,
issue.
flopped at the box
Nobody wanted to
office.
watch it. Like it flopped at the box office. But
Like Waterworld.
it's like an origin of Optimus
Waterworld's
Prime.
awesome.
Waterworld's a great movie. That's like that was a big flop. I love that movie.
But-
Postman, that's another one. That was a great movie too.
I was thinking about that with Tom Petty in it.
Yeah.
Used to be someone famous.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
What
There's
was it?
some good movies that flopped.
But like they what was I gonna say? It's like an origin for Optimus Prime and what's the guy's name?
Oh, I know what you're
What's
talking about.
What's his name? The villain guy's name?
Oh, Megatron.
Megatron. Yeah, it's like an origin for those guys, and like they were like friends or something. Like they had like a parting or something. But apparently it flopped like really bad. So Hasbro like isn't doing like movie deals or something. I don't know if that's the case, but I heard something like that. It was pretty crazy.
I think I watched it, but I don't remember now.
It's kind of it's all digital, right? It's like an animated thing.
Yeah, it's all CGI.
What's the Vin Diesel movies? This Pitch Black was the first one.
Oh my god. Chronicles of Riddick.
Yes,
That
those
is
movies are
awesome.
Awesome.
I was in Europe and like I was we were on tour. I was on a tour bus and one of my buddies had a disc. He's like, you gotta watch it. He was the guitar player. And so when you're driving from country to country, like you literally you're sitting on your bus. Like some people like our bus was cool. We had an upper deck and there was all these bunks up there. And then you went down the stairs, there's a bathroom, there's these tables you can chill at. So I brought my laptop. And at the time, no one had a cell phone. Someone had a cell phone, but you had to use Skype. You had to get to the location. We had to hook our computer up. Somebody had a Skype account, and that's how we called. So we like nowadays, you're probably texting, hanging out, getting international calling. But back then, back in 2007, you didn't. So that's almost 20 fucking years ago.
I know.
Wild. So anyway, so we're driving on the bus, and my buddy's like, dude, I got this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I'm like, what is it? He's like, it's Vin Diesel. I'm like, oh, fuck Vin Diesel. He's like, it's it's Chronicles of Riddick. It's Pitch Black too. And I'm like, I don't even know what Pitch Black is. He's like, oh, he's on this planet and he's got these special eyes, but we gotta check it out. I'm like, all right, dude. Actually, I've been thinking about. I think I just told you about it the other day that we should watch it. But dude, that movie, when I watched it, I was like, this is like, how the fuck did I miss this movie?
Yeah.
Like about the threshold. Take us to the threshold that like they're going to planet, destroying each planet and stuff. And dude, what and it's like they're like they're the
Take us to your leader.
they're what are they? Holy he's the holy half dead. Like somehow they're dead, but they're like zombies basically, like a zombie army. Dude, what a fucking awesome movie. Did you see the third one?
Yeah.
It's not as good, but it reminded me more of Pitch Black.
Yeah.
But it's still good. But the Chronicles of Riddick, that one, fucking dude, I love
That's
that.
what reminded me of it, though, was the cartoon for Transformers, because they made the cartoon in between, I think it's in between 2 and 3, right? Or was it between 1 and 2?
What is?
They made a Chronicles of Riddick cartoon.
I never watched the cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. But I'm second guessing myself. I'm not sure. It's either in between 1 and 2 or in between 2 and 3. But
It's probably between 1 and 2 because after he does that thing, that girl goes to the camp. She goes to prison somewhere. She becomes like I was gonna say Ravager, but that's from Guardians of the Galaxy. But she becomes like a pirate or something, right? And she ends up in a prison, and that's where she is. And then the second one, that's when she runs into him because it's the little kid from that first one. But
I got to watch them again. Those movies are awesome.
we should watch them at the theater.
There you go.
Bring the kids down. I want him to watch it. We'll plan a night. We'll come down and watch them at the theater. You had mentioned something, and it made me think of this story I just heard. You said something about a kid losing his leg. Did you see that kid? I don't know where it was. It might have been in Florida. I can't remember where it was, but he was hanging. It might have been Florida. He was walking with his family, like a 13-year-old boy, and some guy came up and slit his fucking throat.
What?
Yeah, that just happened. Slit his throat. Like,
Oh, and he lived.
yeah, he lived. Right?
I saw the pictures and I was like, what happened? I forgot to read the
Oh
article.
my God. So he got his throat slit, right? Well, he's all over the news, right? And his mom and dad are there. His dad's like this weird looking dude. He's just kind of sitting there and being all quiet. And the mom's like, oh my God. And, you know, it was horrible. It was a nightmare and blah, 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 blah. And the dude's sitting there. He's like, just cool as fuck, dude. He's just hanging out. He's like, yeah. And they're like,
How old is this guy?
like 13. This kid, he's got like a little like 13-year-old scum stash growing in his guy's hair. He's all cool. He's hanging out there. And they're like, so was it crazy? He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, the guy jumped up and cut me. And he's like, he said something, and I can't remember. And he was just being cool. The mom's like, it's been really hard on us, and we've been really struggling with it. And the dude goes, he looks over at her like she's talking on national television. He's like as she's saying shit, like we're scared. He's like, I'm not. Like he's like mouthing, I'm not, and shit. Like just being so cool. He's like a total fucking dude, gangster, dude. And it is fucking funny. But like, dude, I guess it was so close. It could, if he would have bled out and died, but he didn't. And kid's a fucking badass, man. Just like,
So why they know why it happened?
just crazy. I think earlier that day or that week or something, the guy had gotten arrested for having, I think, a sledgehammer and attacking somebody.
So he's just attacking random people,
Yeah.
just like that.
And I think he's done it multiple times, but I know that I think either that day they caught him and released him, and I think he may have even been released still.
Isn't this country just friggin' crazy?
Dude, shit is weird right now. That happened in Ogdensburg. Right up from, we own Wimpy's restaurant. Right up the road from the restaurant. My kids work there. My wife fucking obviously owns it and works there. We have people, like old people go there. Someone got stabbed three buildings, 3 doors down, like, 200 feet away. Someone got stabbed there, and the dude was out like that next day or that night.
That's crazy.
Like, how did we get to that point? Like, how the fuck did we get to a point where you do some crazy crime
Well,
and then you get you get out?
this isn't a political show.
Let's
so-
not. We're not going to get into it. But dude, it's
Sound the alarms. Sound the political alarms.
sound the political alarms.
We can't have no politicals
Brr.
here. No, sir.
Well,
no politics of any
It
kind.
is fucked up. But that kid is a badass, and
Yes, pretty cool.
The chillest kid anybody has ever
Chillest.
met.
It's like, bring it on, motherfucker.
no, he's the coolest dude.
Hey, what's going on?
just
coming through. It's
Kid gets
This do you think Renee's safe?
so yeah. That's a whole fucking thing. Like.
Think she's
So
good
she's
over
been
there?
talking about going to Mexico, and I'm like,
cool.
I already tell you guys all the time. I mean, I'm not huge on like
I'm not huge.
traveling.
You've never told me that.
I'm not huge at all.
I'm the smallest guy you know.
I'm the small. Ethan, did that go over your head?
I'm assuming it's an innuendo of some kind.
She's in Playa del Carmen, Mexico.
Yep.
Okay, so she said she's going all this shit. Well, then and then that cartel leader gets assassinated or whatever happened. So did you hear what happened with that? I guess somehow they tracked he had a lot of girls, and there's one girl who maybe she had a cell phone on. So somehow they tracked his phone, found out where he was, and I don't know if they were going to try to arrest him, but a gunfight happened. It sounded like an Old West type of situation, right? So they're battling it out, and he gets shot. They bring him to the hospital. He fucking dies. Well, come to find out, I mean, they knew this, but I didn't know this, but that cartel is, I think, the deadliest or one of the
Yes, the top cartel. He's the worst cartel leader in Mexico.
yeah. So this is
And
big news.
I saw this. They don't think that he actually would have died, but the police and the politicians and stuff were going to be in some shit if he lived. Like he had that kind of pull, so they just decided he's not going to live.
So
So on the way to the hospital, they just offed his ass.
So yeah, so they that wouldn't surprise me, especially in Mexico, which is another reason why I think fucking Mexico is terrifying, and going to these countries to vacation. Like people go there all the fucking time. They have like those hotels all have their own private security. But like, have you seen these Mexican they have these elite cartel like SWAT team type dudes. In
And
full
that's where they
military
make
gear.
their money is from, well, not all their money. They obviously make it with drugs, but they're making a lot of money off these resorts where Americans are coming to visit. And here's Renee over there like, oh, we're safe in these, resorts.
Yeah, literally,
But
she's
you're
like,
not
hey.
right now because this shit's going on. They're trying to seize control and they're killing each other. And
So like she like literally says, yeah, we're heading to Mexico. I'm so excited. I'm like, and it almost simultaneously, blink, my news popped up, said that Mexico is basically getting terrorized
zone.
by these cartels, that Americans are being told to shelter in place. I'm like, holy shit. And so like she's sending pictures of her flying in a plane with her husband and stuff, doing things. I'm like, well, then she sends pictures, they're there hanging out. And I'm like, it looks like there's nobody there, by the way.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, are they, I mean, Renee's nuts. So maybe they're just crazy enough to
Well,
go.
what do you
anyway.
do at that point? Like you're there, you've spent a lot of money. Now though.
So these hotels, they have their own security and shit, but like it's just like hired guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these fucking and this cartel has like some nasty like they look like a big city SWAT team, like with their all their gear and shit. I mean, I honestly don't think they're any match for our military.
No.
Odds are they bought last year's model of all the stuff, and hopefully our military said, okay, like before you put that on the market for everybody to buy, give us the shit that shuts it all down. Give us the shit that like makes that obsolete. You know what I mean? So it's if we went in there, which that could happen, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. But
Well,
anyway,
we don't talk politics.
Damn it! Oh my god, that was.
so
But
was not doing the
let me say this before you continue, that when our president said he was going to, fight the cartel. Remember all the videos the cartels were posting, like bring it on.
oh yeah,
and all this stuff?
yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? When we send in special forces, they will wipe you fucks off the planet in like a weekend.
Our military is pretty intense. I mean, they just did that in Venezuela, wherever they went. Was that where it was, where they went and they got that president out of there and
Oh, yeah.
stuff? Like they went in overnight and did all this crazy shit. I mean,
Went in, killed a bunch of people, stole their president and his fucking wife, and left. And everybody was like,
I mean,
where'd they go?
so I mean, there's no doubts that
Our military's badass.
our military is pretty intense. So I don't know what's happening over there, but Renee's over there
Yep.
and she's hanging out in a Mexican hotel resort. That there are people from here that were on the news saying that they were stuck there or their flights got redirected. I can't believe their flight didn't get redirected. Like all I was reading on the news is that everything's getting redirected, and she was like, "No, we're flying here. Nope, we're here. We landed." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, the news is making it out to be like everything's getting like canceled and redirected and all
Do you
this
think
stuff.
she's in the cartel?
She could be. She speaks a language I don't understand. I don't know if that's French.
Right?
I don't know if that's French or Spanish.
What'd
you
you
say?
Might be.
I was gonna say, I don't think we should be making jokes about this right now. I don't think this is the best time.
You're probably right.
We're a long ways from Mexico.
Yeah, we're totally safe here.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen here.
By the way, what do you think the news does? They always do that. They always
Lie?
they always they don't always fully lie. They just escalate things and make them seem bigger. That was I don't know. I learned something about that happening in the past in school or something.
Well, that's part of their job. They want you to listen to them, and the longer you listen to them, the better their ratings are, and the more they can tell you stories like that. It's like
At some point, reporters went from reporting the news to trying to make money.
well, look,
that's-
it's like our podcast. Like we have so many viewers because it's so awesome to hear us talk and tell
We
stories.
do have millions of viewers.
millions of viewers. Be one of the millions of viewers
Yeah.
that aren't watching us.
Send this podcast to all your friends, and you'll get a free T-shirt.
Don't be a loser like those other people that aren't listening.
Yeah, you want to.
joking. You don't.
Sick and tired of the political bullshit? Come listen to our bullshit. We're going to tell you a story
About
and
politics.
we might not finish. This is the political episode. I'm gonna weasel out certain words so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Well, it's
yeah,
hard.
Gotta cut out every reference to politics. So it's and so yes,
It's-
Renee. Oh
Hello. Bye, guys. Yeah, no, it's hard sometimes. Usually we don't talk about these things going on in the world, but when things are going on in the world, it's kind of hard not to talk at least a little bit about politics.
well, Yeah, I mean, I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to the news. I listen to a few different sources, but Renee is there in it. That's why it's intense. That's why it's like, holy shit! Like she's over there right now. Like, and she says she's safe, so I trust her. You know, I hope that they have a good time. But
we hope she's safe.
To me, I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. I would not go over there right now. I didn't want to go. My band before I left Freya last year, they went to Europe, and I was like, I'm not going to Europe. And I'm like, so we hired a couple people to come in and fill in, and I knew that they were going to go to Europe, and I wasn't going to go to Europe, which led to me ultimately leaving. And they kind of stuck in the band now. They're part of the band, and Brian and Rebecca from Rig Time, and but I didn't want to go because Russia at the time, Putin was fucking saying he's gonna blow shit up and do all this stuff. I'm like, I don't want to fucking be over there if he decides to do that. Like, it just everything felt really unstable, and I was like, I'm not leaving the country, because when the pandemic happened, I knew somebody that was over in Ireland, and they did the shutdown when she was on vacation, and she got stuck there for like I think 6 months or 8 months or some crazy amount of time when she couldn't come back to the States. I'm like, imagine if something like that happened during a wartime. I mean, Renee and Matt could get stuck there over in Mexico.
Let's hope they don't.
If
they get locked down and shit, that'd suck.
Well, not that bad, right?
Why are you gonna say?
I mean, they are in the vacation places.
If you're like you're on a freaking beach resort, like, oh God, my life is terrible. I've been locked in this beach.
We
for
have
months.
to stay at the whole the all inclusive hotel, and
throughout the rest of the winter, we have to be in sunlight all of the time.
I wonder if they just pay for it, because they're not going to kick Americans out in the street if you don't have money.
Well, there's probably something to do when a state of emergency happens.
Yeah,
is there some sort of like code that's like, hey, well, if we told you can't leave, then we're not going to charge you.
I'm like, my wife wants. So I have friends that go on cruises every year. Like one year it'll just be them and some friends, and then the next year they'll be with their kids or whatever. They alternate with their kids, and we've been talking about doing it for quite a while. But I'm like a really sexy man, and like, what if I get sold into sex trafficking?
When you say that stuff, there's no girls here to back that up. I mean, you got me and Ethan.
Right, that's what I wanted.
Ethan gave me a terrifying look. Like he closed his eyes and covered his ears real quick, but he has headphones on, so he had to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. No, not again.
That would be terrible.
It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough to be in your situation. I mean,
it's a real thing, man.
You know, when going on vacation with your good looks. I mean,
I know
someone's gonna nab you up quick.
Right, that's what I'm worried about.
They're gonna leave your old lady and the kids behind, and they're taking you. Mom, where's Dad? He was just so good looking.
He was too good. Dude.
He's just banging a bunch of hot chicks that can't get anybody else. Next time you sit at the table, you're gonna have to have a gummy.
A what?
A gummy.
Why? Because he's so squirmy and just touching it?
He just moves the whole time. Like, oh my God.
He keeps grabbing the mic. It keeps clicking and stuff and like bumping and stuff.
We're going to have to get him a helmet with a camera attached to it, so the camera just stays there instead of shaking all over.
So he could be doing live cam. Yeah, where's Ethan right now? Oh, he's across the street. Oh, wait. He's down by he's in the river. Me. Why is he in the river? What the fuck is he doing? Oh, wait, he's chasing a butterfly.
We taped it to a cat on accident. Sorry.
Now he's breathing in my mouth.
Breathing in your mouth. He just does those weird.
Does it taste like pizza rolls?
He does those weird things.
Dude, I saw this just this thing about attaching it to a cat. Just reminded me of it.
I saw one of those videos.
I saw this. I was watching this thing on YouTube one time, and I guess this is a real thing. Our government spent millions of dollars making a cat that they could control somehow. It's been so long, I can't remember exactly what it was. But our government spent millions of dollars to change this cat or whatever so that we could control it. And then literally this happened. They released it and immediately it got run over by a car and died. Millions of dollars.
That's a
gone.
fact?
Dead serious. That's a fact.
Cats control themselves for a reason.
This cat is going to change the world. Go, Mittens.
He's a fine red mist now.
Do we have another one? No, sir. We spent all the money on that one cat. Mittens was it.
Fuck.
Damn. We taught it Russian and everything. Poop. Dude, that is funny.
I saw this thing of like a little toy train with a camera attached to it, and it was on a track, and there were like 2 cats at the other end, and it's like, hey, this is what a mouse sees when it's looking at a cat. Just 2 black cats, just their eyes like just staring into the like trains, and I'm like, oh my god, that is horrifying. That's like, it's like a sleep paralysis thing, and then the thing goes a little bit more forward, just grabs the train, knocks it over.
Did you say you saw some of those videos of the day in the life of a cat?
No.
They have those videos where someone put a camera on their cat. They
I
want
don't
to
really
see.
like cats. So.
I fucking hate cats,
Yeah.
but like
How
I did get wrapped up in.
Dare you?
I
Both
did.
of you.
I can't stand our
Dare
cats. That's like the worst thing. I gotta shut my window. I have to shut my living room off now because of my fucking cats, because they claw up the couches and shit. Like I just
They destroy your furniture. They get on the freaking tables and counters. They're into.
And they're
They
too
think they
precious
own
for this
everything. They're dumb. My wife loves cats, and I tell her all like, "Why cats are so fucking dumb? Like they can't even learn their name." And she's like, "Oh no, cats are more intelligent than dogs." Like really? The dog knows a shitload of words. It knows its name. Like the other day, she's like, "Gotta go potty." Dog jumps up, goes right to the door, and waits. Like dogs learn words. Cats are like, "Fuck you, I do what I want."
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I own this
I-
house.
I just
own
don't-
you.
I just don't think that they can learn. I think that they're good at what they do. I think they're good at surviving. I think they're ninjas. But I think they're like that person that goes to a country and refuses to learn the language.
Yeah.
You know, like imagine if I went over to China and just said, "Fuck that, I'm speaking English the whole time."
Yep.
I used to work in a factory like that. We're like, I work with some Yugoslavians.
And they're like, danger, danger, and you're like, I'm over here licking my balls.
Like I worked with these guys and there's this one kid, and he spoke English. He was wicked pumped to be here. Like he came from a village where his whole family had been like massacred or something like that. All the men were killed and stuff, and him and his mom. He was a little boy at the time, and he got to leave and stuff. And they ran away and they came to America. He learned English, and then there's another guy, an older guy who worked there, and his name was Yovo. And he spoke really bad English, and he'd be like, "Ethan, blah blah." He'd just say stupid shit to me, and I just teach him bad words. I'd be like, "Yeah," I was like, "Hey, tell Jim this." I'd flip off. I said, "That means hello." I'm like, I knew he knew what it meant, but I was just like, I knew that he was just gonna be like, "Hey, Jim, hello," and like, Ethan, you gotta stop teaching him fucking bad words. What the fuck? And I'm like, "Oh, it's funny," but the
He
kid
keeps
told
on
me
saying slurs. The guests, what are you doing?
the kid told me that he was ignorant and he hated America and he did not want to learn English. So he just refused to. So he just went on his own way and just only basic talk. He said like, the people in our little area, we all started to become friends kind of. And so like he would talk to us a little bit, but like it was very, very old school, kind of like someone's grandmother who just speaks Italian or something like that and just doesn't learn English. You know what I mean? I used to have a German grandmother. And
Used to?
well, she passed away a long, long time ago when I was a kid, but she didn't speak English at all. She was my grandma Hacksbacker.
She fall off a guard tower.
No, but her son, my grandfather, fought in World War II on the American side. I was dating this chick, and we fucked. This is years ago, and we broke up, and she fucking. She took a bunch, they took like all my shit, like everything. And I was just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I took her wheelchair from her. Guess who came crawling back?
Yeah.
You have said that joke like 5 times.
I said it at home. I was warming up. I was practicing.
This is going to be my big moment.
I
I got to say this joke.
That was on it was on a dating show where some girl was asking guys these questions and stuff, and all these dudes had really bad like jokes like that. And they're all it's like the girl was hating all the dudes, but they're all like one telling them an awesome joke, so the other one tell another awesome joke, and they just were getting worse as they went. I'm like, this is the funniest fucking dating show. Like the dudes are all just broing down. They all became buddies, went to the bar afterwards. Fuck this.
Did you watch that movie about the? I'd never heard of it until the movie came out, but I guess it's a true story. The woman went on the dating show and. Like a serial killer was on the dating show.
No.
And he won and like took her out on a date. And
Did he kill her?
well, that would spoil the movie, but no, he doesn's creeped out by him and gets away from him. But I can't remember how he gets caught now. But he does
Is it
get
like
found.
a true story? Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's a true story. Like 100% true story.
Have you ever seen any of those like videos where people talk about like they ran into famous killers or serial killers and stuff? Like
Yeah.
some dude like almost got hit by like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like he was like talking to him and all this, went to his apartment and stuff. And he's like, I got creeped out, so he left. And he was like chasing him around, like, oh no, why don't you stay? Why don't you stay? Like he wanted to give him a drink. He said, no, I don't want to drink. And he ended up just running as far as he could or something like that. And then like later found out it was Jeffrey Dahmer. He's like, holy fuck, I went home with that guy.
Yep, that's crazy.
Ethan, do you have any good stories? You want to try to fill the airtime? You want to try to fill the Renee spot?
On the raspy throat thing where you had strep throat earlier today, I drank water from the school water fountain. And after I did, my throat got really sore. I don't trust school water fountains. They're
Fluoride.
gross.
You should.
It's a fluoride.
In the school, they have fluoride?
Don't they? I
I
thought
don't
there was
know.
fluoride in the water.
Well-
I'm pretty sure I heard something about like in some schools, just like rusty pipes or something. I don't know if that's the case, but I just don't trust them. Kids are putting like their mouths on like how I've been putting my mouth on this microphone the entire episode. You know what I'm.
Well, thank
my
God that's not
hands.
Renee's microphone because she'd be really bummed out if your mouth was all over it. That's the guest microphone. Everybody's mouth's all over that one.
Yep.
Ethan Bacon's been on that
Don't worry, I'll
microphone.
clean
Eddie's
it.
been on that
I'll
one.
clean it nice and good. I'll go like.
We
I'll
were
do
going to have an
that.
Amish guy on it today.
No.
Thank God we didn't. Then
Eddie
I'd be
had his
talking
own
into
mic.
that.
Eddie had a different one.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because Bacon had that one.
Oh, maybe he did. Oh, Eddie had the one in the back room.
Yep.
So is there anything else you want to talk about?
When the Titanic went down, like this is crazy. I just heard this. Like, but when the Titanic was going down, there was a priest, a lawyer, and a doctor, and they were like
Oh no.
they all got together. It was pretty crazy, and the doctor. You heard this one before? Everybody's like,
No, but I am very, very scared right now.
I don't know a lot of facts about the Titanic.
the doctor, he says, "Oh my God, the Titanic's going down! Quick, get to the lifeboats." And the lawyer says, "Save." He's like, the doctor says, "Let's save the children first." He says, "Quick, save the children." And the lawyer says, "Fuck the children." And the priest says, "Do we have time?"
That's a bad one.
That's dark. That's way too dark.
This is why we need Renee. Renee pulls us back. I think we go down some rabbit holes when it's just us. And honestly, last episode we did without Renee or without you, I'm like, it's definitely the three of us. We have to bounce.
It's the Holy Trinity.
We are the onion,
joking.
carrots, and celery of the soup.
Yes,
The Tat and Chat soup.
Tat and Chat soup.
I think this is it for our Tat and Chat podcast today. Josh, it was good seeing you. I'm glad you're alive and well.
Thank you.
And E-Town, thanks for filling in. And stop touching your fucking mic.
Don't.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.
Peace.